reciprocate. How much can I be expected to tolerate? So I started to think of the plans I made this day, unpaid, and you just can't call space. I was let it run. Can't stop thinking of you. I was someone nice to know you. I'll be moving on. We started off in such a nice place. We were talking the same language. I open and I'm closing. You can't stand the thought of a real decline. You be holding, having trouble owning and admit that I am hoping. I was. Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. What's going on tonight? It is Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. I'm going to be reviewing the books coming out next Wednesday, the 27th of August. So sit back, enjoy yourself. Hopefully you're not working anymore. You've got the evening off, enjoying time with friends and family. Yeah, I'm going to do this video here, kind of show you what's on the plate for next Wednesday. Books that you should be paying attention to. I'll kind of highlight the ones that I like. We're using Midtown, of course, as our proxy. This list became live today around, I think around 3 o'clock or so, 3:30. So let's dive into it here. Again, next Wednesday, the 27th, these are the books coming out at your local comic book shop. Dark Horse is first. Hellboy in the BPRD, Professor Harvey is Gone. #1. This is just a one-shot. You've got the regular A cover, which looks pretty good. You've got a Mike Mignola cover for the B cover. Just the 2 covers there. Huck 2, Big Bad World #4 will be out next week. Mark Miller. Artist is Rafael Alburquerque. Looks like there's just the 2 covers there. Masterminds #1. This is a new #1 from Dark Horse. Zach Kaplan will be doing the writing. You've got interior art by Stephen Thompson. And he also did the A cover, which looks pretty good. There's a B cover also by Aaron Campbell. That one looks interesting as well. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in this. I want to give this a read and see if it's any good, see if I'll continue with it or not. But there also is a Berens cover. I forgot about that one. That's probably like a 1 in 10, maybe a 1 in 15. I got to tell you, I like the B cover. I'm kind of partial to a red cover anyways, but I like the Aaron Campbell cover the best, I think, of the 3. Nemesis Forever. This is another Mark Miller production, doing the writing. Scalera is doing the art. Kind of like that A cover. That one's pretty nice. There's a black and white of that A cover, and there is a C cover, not an incentive, by Jay Lee. That one looks pretty damn creepy. Looks really creepy, actually. I don't know. That might be worth checking out. Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. Children of the Night, issue 3 will be out next week. Looks like there's just 2 covers. And last but not least is Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Codebreaker, issue #3. I kind of like that cover. I don't know what kind of alien that is, but I think I've seen him in the Mos Eisley bar. And then the rest are trade paperbacks and hardcovers. DC Comics, Absolute Martian Manhunter #6 will be out. Was there anything from DC that's worth looking at? There's a nice Chew cover on Wonder Woman #11. I do like that B cover by Chew. The Otto Schmidt cover is also pretty nice. That is a 1 in 25 incentive. Action Comics #23, Facsimile. That might be a good one to pick up, especially if you want to collect reprints of the old Action Comics. The original's got to cost a pretty penny, so next best thing is pick up the facsimile. Yeah, it's an old book. What, 1940s, I think, when that came out? Flash 24 will be out next week. The Acera cover, Muhammad Acera cover is pretty nice. That's the one I like anyways. Green Arrow 27. I don't know. This is kind of an interesting cover. The C cover by Bruno Redondo. That is the Artist Spotlight cover. I think he's doing several. He did one for Flash as well. All right. He won the lottery that month, I guess, or that week. Green Lantern Dark number 6. B cover by Thomas. Is it Tommaso? I think it's Tommaso. Also, the C cover by Alex Ekman Lawn's pretty interesting. It's very creepy looking. I don't know what the heck's going on there. It's like a butterfly morphed into a human being or something. Yeah, it's pretty crazy looking. Green Lantern number 26. I definitely like that B cover by David Parator. I believe I pre-ordered that. Just a badass cover. I like that cover a lot. That's one of my favorite covers of the week. What else we got here? Harley Quinn 53. The Nakayama cover's interesting. Studies show that buying meme covers makes you sexy and cool. Buy 10. All right, interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Incentive cover is only $13.50. That means it's not in demand. Immortal Legend Batman number 1. This might be worth taking a look at. Just because there might be a new character, you just never know. It is a new Batman series. I like the Dan Mora cover. The Homer cover is pretty nice as well. That's the C cover. There's a blank cover, and the Incentive by Matt Taylor sold out at Midtown for $22.50. Justice League Unlimited number 10 is out next week. I kind of dig the Plastic Man cover. It's interesting. That's by Redondo. Man, the Incentive cover, $7. Is that the 1 in 25? Oh, jeez. Ooh, that's a steep discount. Mr. Terrific Year 1 number 4 is out. Dan Mora did a nice cover there. Smallwood also did a pretty good cover. Smallwood's pretty good. He definitely has that. His art kind of feels like an Alex Ross. It's got that photorealistic vibe to it. He's good, though. He's definitely a good artist. All right, we done with DC. I don't know. There might be one other DC book to mention. Crane did a cover for Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, number 3. Also, Jim Lee did a cover for that issue. And the Kyle Holtz Incentive cover is only $10. That's a 1 in 25. That's discounted. Got some signed copies there of Superman at Midtown. Superman number 29 will be out. I do like the David Aja cover. That one's kind of cool. I also like the Ariel Olivetti cover. Man, it's beautiful coloring, though. Look at that background. That looks like an oil painting. That looks pretty good. There's a nice Tulo Lotte cover as well. Man, a bunch of covers for Superman 29. I don't know if something's going on in this issue or not, but got like 6, 7 different covers. Eddie Barrows covers pretty good as well. That's it. The rest are hardcovers and trade paperbacks. We're done with DC. Moving on to Dynamite Entertainment. DuckTales number 6. I do like that A cover by Bigarella, and there's also a art only cover if you're interested in the art only, the Virgin cover. The cover G for DuckTales number 6 looks pretty good by Drew Moss. It's sunbathing in his vault of gold. There's also a Tomaselli Virgin cover for $9, and the Bigarella Virgin cover for $10. That's the one I would pick up if I were picking up one of those issues. Herculoids, number 7. Sounds like I'm saying hemorrhoids. It's very close to hemorrhoids, isn't it? Herculoids. Berens did some couple nice covers. Berens did a nice cover. Looks like the Lenzer line art variant sold out. Like Dynamite always does, there's 7-8 covers for each issue. Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness number 5 will be out next week. I kind of dig this D cover variant by Nicole Jelinek. It's very colorful anyways. That one looks pretty good. And there's also art only, a Virgin cover of that same cover. And there's a Berens cover. Looks like they're in the mouth of something there. It doesn't look too good. Red Sonja Reborn at number 1. Sedgwick cover is pretty nice. Middleton did a nice cover. There's a couple of really nice covers. Greg Land did a cover. There's a cosplay cover. Yeah, I think the Sedgwick cover or the Middleton cover are my favorite. The Virgin foil cover by Sedgwick is sold out. That one's pretty nice looking. Middleton also did a foil cover, and the Virgin foil cover by Middleton is also sold out. So there you go. Could be a hot book next week. You never know. Sometimes when it sells out fast at Midtown, that's a good indication. Also, the Middleton Virgin variant incentive is also sold out. So like a 1 in 25, I believe. Stitch number 1. Disney Stitch number 1. And Jay Lee did a cover. That one's pretty good. My favorite, though, is Jennifer L. Meyer. I mean, she's the perfect artist for like this type of genre, storybook type of art. I mean, I love her colors. I just love her drawing. Check out her Instagram. I've been a fan of hers for a couple of years now. I've mentioned her many times on my live streams. She's very, very good. I just love the way she draws and her coloring and just, yeah, she's fantastic. Dig her art. I really do. I love it. So I definitely picked that Virgin foil cover. I think there's a Virgin foil cover of her cover. I believe there is. Yep, there's a Virgin cover, and I believe there's a Virgin foil as well for $10. There you go. Oh, Virgin foil Virgin. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, one's like a trade dress, and the other one's like a Virgin art only. Okay, got it. IDW Publishing, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, A Rite of Spring issue 2 will be out next week. There's a bunch of covers. There's some homage covers. That is the Tony Fleecs Natural Born Killers. I believe that's the Natural Born Killers. Woody Harrelson was on that. Yeah, right, that's the homage to that. You've got a C cover. Kind of looks like a teddy bear cover. A cover with art only by Patrick Horvath. And you've got the art only version of the homage cover by Tony Fleecs. That's a 1 in 25. The 1 in 50 Virgin cover, that's still available at Midtown as well for $45. What else have we got here? We've got a Star Trek book, Turtles book, Shredder number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder number 1. I do like the Kale No cover. There's also a black and white of that cover, which is kind of cool. That's a 1 in 25. The 1 in 100, man, that's discounted, $72. That's by Sedgwick. That's it for IDW Publishing. Image, Dust to Dust number 6. Usually the incentive covers have done pretty well on that series. Exquisite Corpses issue 4. Looks like the C cover variant is out. What else? What other book can we mention here? Geiger number 17. I do like that B cover by Freddie Williams. It's definitely very colorful. A lot of detail on that cover. Ghost Pepper number 1 went to a second printing. There's also a B cover second printing by Artgerm. For you Artgerm fans. Let's see what else we got. Lost Fantasy issue 4. We've got a couple incentive covers. Monstrous 59. Beautiful art on that book, but I just can't read it. It's too much dialogue on that book. What else we got here? I'm not gonna mention every single book. It's just too much. Boy, there was a hand-drawn sketch available at Midtown by Jay Lee. Somebody grabbed it for $540. Holy crap. I mean, it's an original sketch. You can see there being some value in that. Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, number 1. I think I pre-ordered the Middleton incentive cover there. There's a 1 in 50 cover, the 1 in 100. I don't know if it's a 1 in 100. I think it's a 1 in 75 cover by Alex Ross, the pencil sketch. And the 1 in 100 by Christian Ward, that's sold out at Midtown for $90. There's also a blank cover. That's it for Image. I know there's more books, but that's the only one. That's the only books I'm going to talk about. Rest are hardcovers and trade paperbacks. Marvel, Avengers 29. J. Scott Campbell cover, it's okay. Bring on the Bad Guys, Dormammu. A bunch of covers there. I don't know which one I like. Javier Pina cover looks interesting. There is another J. Scott Campbell for $90. Bring on the Bad Guys, Mephisto number 1. Now this is definitely a cover that I pre-ordered. That A cover by Lee Bermejo is fantastic. I mean, that's just awesome art. I love that art. I think I pre-ordered one other cover. Man, which one was it? It might be that E cover by Chris Campana. Yeah, it was either that one. I think that was the one I pre-ordered. Ken Lashley did a nice cover as well. There's a couple really nice covers on that one shot. Incentive cover by Nimit Malavia, Sister Sorrow. That's 1 in 25. That's still available. Deadpool Wolverine number 8. Death of the Silver Surfer number 3. I think the A cover is the way to go on that one. Castellini cover is not bad either. That one's pretty good. J. Scott Campbell also did another incentive cover. Doomed 2099 number 1. This is a one-shot. Derek Chu did a nice job on that A cover. I do like that one. There's a nice NetEase cover as well. Ken Lashley cover. Castellini also did a nice cover there. For you Panosian fans, there's a mask foil cover for $9. 1 in 25 by Endendito is still available. And the Derek Chu Virgin cover for $90. Damn. I do like that cover, though. I don't know if I like it for $90, but it is a nice cover. Emma Frost, the White Queen, number 3 is out next week. Yeah, the Fan Yang cover by Emma Frost, that one's pretty good. The Nimnit Malavia cover's nice. And notice they got this priced over ratio. That's a 1 in 50. They got it slightly priced above that. Fantastic Four, Fanfare number 4. It's a lot of fours in that title. I do like the Baldari cover, rather. There's a nice Jack Kirby cover. And the second printing Phil Noto cover of Fantastic Four First Steps is out. A little homage there to Fantastic Four number 1. There is also a second printing of Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe by Linnell Francis Yu. In the Brooksy second printing incentive for $81, black and white is still available. Imperial War Black Panther number 1. This is a one-shot. I don't know. A couple covers there. I think I like that C cover by Mobley the best if I had to pick one. Imperial War Planet She-Hulk number 1. J. Scott Campbell. I think my favorite, though, is the Malavia cover. Man, that was pretty good. Malavia has been killing it lately. He's doing a lot of covers for Marvel. And I really like this C cover by him. It's one. I mean, the tigers, the coloring. It's just awesome. Very, very good cover by Malavia. And the J. Scott Campbell above ratio sold out. Yeah, by the way, the female ones sell out, the male ones don't. Just so you know. Incredible Hulk number 28. Yeah, the A cover by Nick Klein is grotesque and fantastic at the same time. J. Scott Campbell also did a cover. Greg Land. Jeffrey Brown. I think I could have drawn that. Man, what do we got? J. Scott Campbell 1 in 100 still available. See, the 1 in 100s, if it's a female, it sells out. If it's a male by J. Scott Campbell, it doesn't. Just so you know, Jeff the Land Shark number 3, the C cover is a nice little homage to Uncanny X-Men. I think it was, what, 261? If my memory is correct, 261? I think so. Kind of a famous incentive cover. What else we got to mention here? I'm not going to mention everything. Phoenix number 14. I do like that Joelle Jones cover. Man, that's a good cover. Regularly priced too. Don't have to pay. You don't have to pay up for it. Predator Black, White, and Blood issue 2. Gonzo cover looks interesting. Scan cover, that's a 1 in 25. That's still available. And the Gonzo Virgin, I think that's a 1 in 50. Still available at Midtown. What else can we mention here? Star Wars Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent issue 3. Several covers. None of them are that great. Alex Ross did a cover for Thor number 1, volume 7. Rebooting Thor again. J. Scott Campbell cover, Quesada. You get a bunch of covers here. I think the one that I liked and the one that I definitely grabbed is the Patrick Gleason cover. I just think that cover looks awesome. Total cover by, I don't know if the book's going to be any good or not. I don't know. It's Al Ewing. Maybe it's good. But that Patrick Gleason cover, total cover buy on that one. All right, what else we have? We're getting near the end. We're almost done with Marvel. Still a lot of books coming out next week. West Coast Avengers number 10. I do like that B cover by Kalman. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Andrasovsky. It's a cool looking cover. Ultron. Looks like he's holding the Iron Man's head, his helmet anyways. Looks pretty cool. All right, what else we got here to look at? X-Men 138 facsimile. Classic John Byrne cover. There's also a incentive retake on that original issue by Benjamin Sue. X-Men number 21. That's interesting. The Casera cover sold out at Midtown. That is interesting. I don't know. There's a J. Scott Campbell. cover there. That's the 1 in 100. That's priced over ratio. Nice little cover there of Storm. That's it for Marvel. Man, there's a lot of Marvel books coming out next week. A ton. Independence. Let's see. I'm not going to mention every book. I kind of dig this incentive cover by Megan Hutchinson on Be Not Afraid #3. That one looks interesting. Biker Mice from Mars is out next week. What else we got? Conan 22. Dark Regards, I'm not surprised. Those album homage covers have been selling out for $30. That's gone. What else we got here? Entanglement #1. I don't know what that is. Only the one cover. Last Boy #5. This is Dan Panosian doing the writing. Of course, he did the A cover. There's a couple nice covers here. I do like the Puebla cover, Rebecca Puebla. That's a nice cover. There's also a reveal cover. There's an Unlockable Virgin cover by Dan Panosian, still available. Lilith #5 by Volt Comics. Corin Howell cover. So I think that's a 1 in 10. That one looks nice. The other ones I'm not that fond of. Oh, what else we got here? I think we might be done. Let me just see here. One more. 1 second. Pale Knight #4. I like that. I like that book. I think I picked up the first 2 issues. I like that cover as well. Prodigal Son #1. Second printing sold out at Midtown. Red Vector. Mad Cave Studios. There's 2 covers there. What else we have here? Speed Racer #2. Tall Jacks. I don't know what the hell that's talking about. Expose Holdings. I've never heard of that publisher, but I did pick up this cover here for Vanishing Point #4. I just like that cover. Jock is doing the interior art, by the way, but man, that cannot be a Jock cover. I don't know who did the cover on that, but it's cool. Robot is putting a revolver to his head. I dig that. I picked that one up. What else do we have here? Zack Snyder's in the comic books, apparently. Kind of dig that D cover by Claudia. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. And that's it. The rest are all hardcovers and trade paperbacks. So those are the books coming out next Wednesday, guys. Yeah, a lot of Marvel books, a few DC books that look decent, a couple nice independents. But I don't think there's anything super strong that I am outright saying you definitely got to buy this book. By the way, I'm going to briefly mention it. A book you may want to look for at your local comic book shop this week. You might be able to find it cheap. I don't know. I wasn't able to find it at any of mine, but Batman Dark Patterns was a book that I did not initially pre-order. Apparently issue 2 has the first appearance of a new character called the Wound Man. And apparently it's difficult to get this in high grade. I guess if you look at a lot of the copies online, there's definitely some issues with the binding. There's kind of some flaring of the binding. So to find one in high grade could be difficult. So just be aware of that. I mean, basically in near mint minus condition, this book is selling around $30 to, probably $25 to $30, plus shipping $35 to $40. So to find a high grade copy with almost no flaws, you're looking at probably $50, $60. There's several listings on eBay. Obviously, you can go through them. There's auctions. There's also a B cover by Simmons, which is really nice. That one seems to be a little bit more expensive. I think the cheapest listing I've seen is about $50, which is probably this one right here. There's somebody asking $100. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if the first issue of this series has the first appearance of Wound Man, but it definitely seems like issue 2 has the first full appearance. So maybe issue 1 is a cameo. I don't know. I did pick up, I could not find it for cover price, and unfortunately it's just one of those books that escaped my notice. But yeah, check it out. See if you can find a good deal. I think condition is going to be important, so make sure you look at the photos carefully. And if they only provide you one photo, that's probably a big red flag. It's probably a damaged book. So apparently a lot of those copies were damaged. So yeah, but still, maybe it's your local comic book shop. Maybe they've got some still sitting on the shelf or in their back issue bins. That might be a good one to look at, because that book only came out a few months ago, and apparently it's going to be on your Hot 10 list this week. CBSI, it'll definitely be on the Hot 10 list this Friday. It already made Cover Price's top 20 list. It's the #1 book on the top 20. So I wanted to make you guys aware of it a little early, a little bit before everyone else knows about it. They definitely will by Friday, because a lot of people, either they follow Cover Price or they follow CBSI's listings of the hot books. So that's it. That's what I had for you. I do have some nice books to show off. I got a couple nice books in the mail this week. So I'll do a show and tell probably Friday evening. I think Friday is what I'm shooting for. Unless my golf game on Thursday night gets rained out. You just never know. This time of year down in Tampa, Florida, we get some crazy rainstorms sometimes. They just roll in real fast, right around 5, 6 o'clock. Of course, that's usually the time I'm trying to play golf in the evenings. I'm in a couple golf leagues. So I could be doing a live stream on Thursday evening if I get rained out for golf, but definitely on Friday evening. I'll try to do that live stream and incorporate it with the CBSI Hot 10 list when that drops. Usually that drops around 9 o'clock. So I'm going to try to do the show around 8:30 and also incorporate that top 10 list and show off some books and just talk comics. So hope you guys can join me in the chat. Real quick, I'll give a shout out to the one person that's in the chat right now, which is Kenneth Berg. Good to see you, Kenneth. I know I'm doing this a little later than I normally would. I usually try to do these in the afternoon, but just had too much going on today. All right, guys, go get your comics. It's New Comic Book Day, and I'll see you soon.